go on and talk a little bit more wrestling. WWE makes a big change concerning their NXT Women's Championship, Dave. NXT Women's Championship going forward will be referred as the NXT Championship. WWE is removing the gender-specific terminology as first done during last night's WWE NXT broadcast. The match graphic for Rhea versus Tony noted that their match was for the NXT Championship. Mauro called Rhea Ripley the NXT Champion during her entrance. Kaylee Ray has also been referred to as the NXT UK Champion. All right, Dave, what do you think of them removing the gender-specific terminology when referring to the title belts? What is your thoughts on that?
It's funny because, what did Becky Lynch say this in an interview or on Raw or something? She wants it.
I believe didn't she say it on WWE Backstage?
That's what it was. You're right. That's what it was. Okay.
It wasn't that she said it and said it in a tweet.
Yeah, I know.
That she wasn't calling for this to happen. She just didn't want. I'm not sure the exact quote that she said.
Well, she was saying similar, like, I don't know if you're looking for it, but I mean, she was basically saying she doesn't want it to just be women's division. She wanted it to be just a division, just superstars. She didn't want them to just be, this is for the women's champion, this is for a women's match. She wanted that to be equal, where it's not just women. Kind of what Tessa was saying in a way, but I know everyone hates Tessa now, but kind of what Tessa's been saying, where she doesn't want to be just considered a women's wrestler, but a wrestler.
Let me see if
or a superstar.
If I can pop up this tweet that she did write. She did write in a tweet saying, I wasn't advocating for any changes in title names or anything else. I'd have the power, but simply an equal volume of opportunities that are based on skill and not gender. The term women can limit openings because phrases like there's already a women's match on the show is still in wrestling historical DNA. We're all just superstars who want our shots and places on the shows if we earn and deserve them. I simply love us to get a place where there's 3 women's matches on a pay-per-view, or 10, or none if it so happens we're not serving the audience, says Becky Lynch.
Yeah, that's a great point, too. And because, yeah, I get what you say. Well, we're not just like, okay, let's give them the eye candy, for their 1 eye candy match or the 2 eye candy matches. It's more about just giving them matches instead of just like, oh, we got to have a women's match on the show.
I don't know what I think. It is a bit confusing. Like, it's been known as the Women's World Championship ever since I was little, watching WWF/WWE. So it's going to take some time to getting used to. And when you say NXT World Championship, usually you're talking about the men. And I don't see why people are. I see people saying this was a conspiracy theory done by Becky because she mentioned it on Backstage, and then a day or 2 later they changed it. So now they're saying that this was all a conspiracy theory done by Becky to try to get the WWE to change the name. I don't see that happening. I think she was just being honest and being how she felt, and that's how she felt about the situation. I don't think Becky Lynch has that type of power to have that type of control over what she has to say, and WWE runs and changes it immediately. I don't think she has that type of power. It is interesting how they changed it like that, but maybe they felt that if she feels that way, probably the majority of the roster feel that way. So maybe
are they going to do this on Raw? Are they going to do this for Raw and SmackDown now too? I think
they're doing it for every show, if I'm not mistaken. But let me fix my chair here. Mr. AEW says, Bob Ruski mentioning of Aldis, and I heard promotions don't want Aldis for his attitude maybe. He said someone from WWE said, sorry, we're not interested before. Interesting. Here's some people like this and others hate it, says Bob Ruski. Truth and Loyalty says Santino is coming to take that title off of her now. Mr. AEW says, this won't be confusing at all. Brilliant idea. Can't wait for men and women to wrestle each other too, says Mr. AEW.
We'll watch AEW next week.
He also says, bad decision. It's like women don't want to be women. Would men have a problem if their belt was called NXT Men's Championship? I don't think so.
Okay. That's fair, I guess, to an extent to what they're doing, but it is very confusing because now you're gonna get people like, okay, women's championship. No, no, it's just the championship.
Right,
So
right.
now what are we gonna? So now it's no longer the women's tag team titles; it's just the tag team titles. I mean,
Basically, I guess that's what they're going with that at the moment. So
I don't, I don't know. I mean, look, good for them, I guess, if that's what they're trying to do, but I don't know. I mean, it's going to be confusing to a lot of people. Just saying this is for the WWE Championship. Oh, really? Oh, wait, no. Okay, that's them. But yeah, you're still going to be confusing people because you're going to get the announcer say the following match is for the WWE Championship,
yeah, we'll see how let's see how this works in the
especially
future.
tomorrow.
I get it, what match wise, but they shouldn't take it off the belt. Says Steven 2411. I agree with you on that. They shouldn't take it off the belts. I agree with you on that 100%. So let's move on. We also have some Vince McMahon news. If AEW wasn't being viewed as major competition to WWE, it is now. With the brand announcing they'll be staying on TNT until at least 2023, with the Warner Media deal with 175 million. Given the recent news, WWE is going to remain aggressive and trying to lock talent to new contracts and keep them from leaving the company. Wrestling News reports that Vince McMahon is very aware of the new AEW TV deal and knows this will mean that they can hire more talent and potentially poach WWE superstars. As such, he is doing whatever it'll take to keep the talent with WWE. Vince is now reportedly open to allowing wrestlers time off when they request it, something he wasn't open to in the past, but something that he will keep certain talent happy. In addition, he has been previously reported the company is offering bigger and better money deals, which also include better schedules to those who want to remain loyal to WWE. Guys are making more, and they are not afraid to ask for time off like before. We know these aren't guaranteeing contracts like WCW, but Vince is more accommodating these days because he wants to keep everyone happy, so that wall has been torn down. Some people are getting offered money with a better schedule. We have AEW to thank for that, so I would say thank you, AEW, for being around. What are your thoughts on that, Dave?
You said wrestling news, not ringside news, right?
Wrestling news, yes.
That's not the same people who employ Brad Shepard, is it?
No. No.
Okay. Then I'm okay. I'll take it with a grain of salt because I don't really believe anyone has inside knowledge on Vince McMahon other than maybe a Dave Meltzer can get that info. But anyone else, I don't believe actually. I think this is just fabricated, honestly. But you never. It's obvious to see that yes, they're offering people big money deals. We already know that. So how is this any type of new news? Really, we knew all this already. That yes, of course he knows that TNT is showing wrestling. Maybe he doesn't personally, but I'm sure someone's told him or he's seen it on the news.
Oh yeah, he knows.
He knows, yeah, but it's
Absolutely, he
not like
knows.
this isn't really news though. Like they're offering bigger deals for them when they don't go to AEW. Well, no shit. Wouldn't you offer bigger? Do you want your guys to leave? No. And of course, we've seen in the last few years that they have given people time off and more time to revamp their schedules and all that stuff. Like even Dolph Ziggler not so long ago got like 4 or 5 months off, I believe. So yeah, it happens. I'm not surprised by it. It doesn't mean that he's threatened by AEW because he's giving people. Well, maybe it does a little bit. I don't know if he's threatened by them or he just doesn't want to lose them. I think there's a big difference.
Yeah, I think it's more he doesn't want to lose them.
I don't think it's like
Mr. AEW has a long. Here we go. Says, wow, so in 2 fucking days, he decided this just because Lynch suggested it on Backstage. How about they fucking listen to Punk, then go with Keith Lee as the Royal Rumble winner? Oh yeah, because that idea actually makes fucking sense and would create a new star, so can't do that. Gotta take the next chance to make history and get more PR buzz about something else with the women. But my god, this is fucking stupid. As others said, I don't get what's so empowering about getting rid of the word women, as if that's a bad word. Or are they ashamed of their gender? Good to know. Go get a fucking sex change and then get a dick between your legs if you're that goddamn unhappy with your gender. Becky's already beginning to dress like an actual man, so the sex change is all she needs now. Wow.
You know what?
Damn.
I agree to him to a point, but not so much the conspiracy theory that he's throwing around. But it's like, look, when they were saying they were divas and they were champions, and NXT went the other route and they said this is for the NXT Women's Championship tournament. You know, when Paige won it, it was the women's title. That was good because it wasn't saying they were just divas. And then they did it on Raw and SmackDown where they put women's championships because it's empowering women. Now they're empowering women. Even, what was her name? She was there. She just got released from NXT UK. Jazzy Gabbert tweeted about this, like, so I can't be the alpha female no more. I just got to be the alpha because it's bad to be a female now.
Yeah.
And some people think nothing's wrong with being a diva anymore either. Some people think that there was nothing wrong with it. Like I think Chelsea Green and some other people tweeted about nothing's wrong with being a diva.
I mean, some people don't like the term. Some people do. Some people don't give a shit about it. But look, we're men. We really can't comment on this situation. It's just kind of funky.